David, I'm leaving you.
Oh,
What's that?
my sun hat. My old school sun hat. What were you saying?
I was just saying I'm leaving you to sort out cameras and stuff.
All in hand. Sure this is a good idea?
The doctor said he's not worried, so why should we do?
Because I'll have to carry all the bags. And besides, you're always on the loo on a jumbo jet that could cause a riot. Well, now where are you going?
Where do you think?
Where's Rachel?
Lou.
Here's to what I hope will be the holiday of a lifetime.
Trust me, you definitely want her to sit in the aisle.
Yeah, but I really think one of us should swap with Rach.
Why?
Because she's pregnant. You know what economy class is like?
Maybe remember. Well, if you want.
One thing you get in economy you don't get in business class.
What's that?
Deep vein thrombosis. The thing I worried you'd go in the apron. All right, mate.
Good night, Mike.
Ripper.
Right.
Thanks, yeah. Thanks for Ben.
All right.
How are you?
So, who wants to see the sights?
Well, actually, I'd rather see the hotel.
What, you didn't see in business class?
Well, wasted.
Karen, darling, the office have sent a limo to collect us. Unless Rachel would like it.
David, where's your luggage?
No, our driver's taken it.
You're joking. You've not fallen for that one, have you?
What? You had our name?
Oh, he'll be halfway to Queensland by now.
Gets him every time.
Right. Well, the last time I came to Sydney, I said to myself, the next time I come, I'm bringing Karen, and we are staying here.
Why, is it really nice?
Close your eyes.
Oh.
The arms clear. Straight down.
David,
Turn the corner. Hold on. Now keep your eyes closed.
Oh.
Okay. And open them. So, what do you think?
I think it's really nice. Yeah, it's lovely. Oh, God. Oh, my God. David, that is amazing.
It's not bad, is it? It's kind of lovely. You know, the last time we went away without children,
Paris.
I gave you that necklace.
And I lost it.
Very sorry it has taken so long to replace it. You know what insurance companies are like? I thought you might like to wear it tonight. Madame Butterfly at the Opera House. If you'd like to go.
My favourite opera.
What a coincidence.
You and Pete seem happy.
Oh, yeah, well, you would hope so.
You could try and be happy for them.
Yeah, good.
What time did they say they picked it up?
3.
Great, 2 hours, kid.
What's that?
I thought you said you put the do not disturb sign out.
I did.
Housekeeping? Towels?
Shady the tip.
Yeah, tell it to them to read. Adam, right?
Yeah.
Lucy? Rachel! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh, look at you!
Rachel's sister. Rachel's lesbian sister.
Well, not that you want to label her in any way.
Well, something to take into account. Yeah, particularly when kissing her.
This is Lucy. Hi.
Hello, Lucy. Oh, yeah, and if she said she had an orgasm, you know she was faking it.
Oh, it's so great to see you. I've been so excited all week, especially since the plane landed. Still guess you're the same, eh?
Oh.
Come on in.
Et voilà.
Wow.
So Joe, your father's a builder?
Yeah, like Mr. Barrett's a builder.
He's up in Brisbane at the moment. He's working on some new development.
And this is one of his houses. Christ, I bet this is like most of Bill's.
Well, I don't know, the bathroom window leaks. So why don't you guys go out to the pool? I'll get us some drinks.
Oh, here, look, I didn't bring my swimming clothie.
Doesn't matter. We don't wear them.
Huh. Local boy done good, eh? Holy Jesus, look at that.
Come on, David, get your shorts off. No. Oh my God, what's that?
That's not a good reason for keeping my shots on.
Ah, you bollocks. I'll get it. Go on, help. Leave him alone. Mine's showed it the size of a peanut. It's like a big search. Look at that. Oh, my God.
G'day. That must be the wrong place. Because my swimming pool doesn't have 4 naked people in it. Actually, I'm not naked. Must be Joe's father. David Marsden. Pleased to meet you. Obviously very pleased to meet you, David.
Dad, what are you doing here?
Well, apart from feeling incredibly overdressed, who are these people, Joanne?
Pete, Adam, Karen.
And Dave.
They've come over from England.
For the wedding.
Oh, that's nice. What wedding?
Shouldn't tell her father. Don't you think that's odd?
Well, he said he'd been away on business.
Well, yeah, but I mean, they have phones in Australia, in the cities anyway.
I didn't want to tell him over the phone.
He was like, mate, you don't keep it to yourself. I phoned my mother immediately.
Yeah, in the middle of the night. She thought someone had died.
Yeah, well...
Yeah, well, my dad's somebody you have to handle with care, otherwise there's no telling what he'll do.
So how did he react?
all things considered, I'd say pretty well.
Congratulations. Thanks.
I mean, it could have been a lot worse.
What makes you say that?
Well, he might have thrown me out. As it was, he barely reacted.
Oh, don't you worry, he will. When the time suits him.
Oh. Joe.
Sean, come in. What are you doing here?
I'm working with Rod. Got some drawings for him. Didn't know you were back.
Yeah, well, just briefly.
Oh, is he in?
Oh, well, yeah, he's just through here.
Hi, Sean. Got those plans for me?
Yeah, only a couple of days late.
Well, I heard the set's been pretty good lately. Look, this is Pete.
Hi, how are you?
Him and Joe getting married.
Married?
So I've been informed.
Oh, congratulations. You must be quite a special bloke.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
No.
So, when's the happy day?
Next week.
Have to get together before then. No, why don't you guys come out to the house?
Oh, that'd be great, thanks.
Sean, want a beer?
Yeah,
Seems like a nice bloke.
Yeah.
Ex, is he? Don't miss a trick, love.
Cheers. How are you? See you soon.
Nice of you to throw a barbie for us, Sean. Thanks.
Man, wonderful place you have here.
Australia. God's own country, mate.
I was actually being more specific than that, mate.
So you sure you don't want to go out and meet your friends?
No, I do not. Come on, I want more goss.
Well, Mum and Dad came to stay. Yeah, I know about that. You told me about that. You still not talking to Dad?
No, I'm not. How was it? Now that he knows about you.
I'm sorry. It's fine. It was okay.
You mean you actually talked about it?
Well, no. And I didn't wear my Dark Power t-shirt, but Mum says he's cool.
Oh, Dad, cool.
Well, I think it's like as long as he doesn't see me with my tongue down some woman's throat, then he's fine. He can just pretend I'm normal.
And that's all right for you, is it? He's still a bloody bigot.
Rachel, I don't want to change the world. I just want to get on with my dad.
I think I might borrow one of Sean's longboards and get out there and do a bit of a surf myself.
Adam, made of Pete's. We met at your house.
Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Didn't recognise you with your clothing. Can I see you for a minute? What's he like, my future son-in-law?
Pete, no. Salt of the earth, great. Look, I trust him with my life.
You've known him a while then.
About a month. Joke.
What do you make of this wedding?
Great, you know, terrific. They make a lovely couple.
You don't think it's a bit sudden?
Well, I mean, who knows what makes a successful marriage?
Well, my ex-wife, that's for sure.
I just kind of feel a passing acquaintance isn't enough. You know, for example, Pete's first marriage lasted 12 years. I mean, that's a pretty good knock, but
He's divorced.
barely. I had to bring the certificate out, the ink's still wet. And don't get me wrong, you know, Joe is terrific. Lovely, very sexy. Lovely. But why do they have to get married?
Why don't they just live together, have a couple of kids and split up? Like normal people.
Yeah,
Well, you're his best mate.
you know, I'm his best man.
It's up to you to say something.
Me?
Yeah. Well, if you think he's making a mistake, and you really care about it.
Yeah.
Hey.
I haven't had a chance to talk.
No. Looks like there's not much to say.
I could start with sorry.
Ancient history.
Still seems pretty recent to me. Joe, why are you getting married?
Because I want to.
You wanted to marry me.
What? Anyway, you weren't that keen.
We were engaged.
Yeah, and we still would be, Sean. That's why we broke up.
So do you love this bloke?
Pete? No. No, I'm just doing it to spite you. What do you think?
I can't see what you're saying.
Well, I wouldn't expect you to.
No, I'm not saying I'm better than, but... And Christ, you are.
Look, I don't really know how to say this, but it's got to be said. Are you sure you're doing the right thing and getting married? I mean, what's wrong with dating?
We want to get married.
Why?
Because we love each other.
How do you know that? You've only been going out a month. Look, do you remember when you bought the first album, The Madness? You played nothing else. Wall to wall, one step beyond. 2 weeks later, it was driving you crazy.
That's madness for you.
I used to hum it in lessons, get a rise out of you.
Yeah, I remember, you bastard.
Do you not think that Joe might be the same?
Was the first album by Madness?
No, a passing fancy. How well do you know each other?
Well enough to know that she's the love of my life.
No, she's not. Jenny is.
I'm divorced from Jenny.
And you're on the rebound.
Is that what you think? Yes. And you've come all this way to tell me that? Or you being a hypocrite standing next to me at the altar? What? If that's how you feel, you can forget being best man. You can forget the whole thing at all. Just forget it.
Are you missing the children?
Yes. And again.
No, we'll bring them next time. Ah, Josh would love it here.
Must be a great place to bring children up.
Well, you know, apart from the snakes, the sharks, and the killer spiders. You don't mind if I go?
I could be really happy here.
Yes, we could. We could, you know.
Yeah, nice idea. Come on, don't want to be late.
Shortly back, will listen.
Yeah, fine.
Not very enthusiastic.
Well, she has some daft ideas sometimes.
Really, what?
Like, she's thinking of sleeping with some bloke.
Oh. That's a good thing, isn't it?
Why?
Well, I mean, you know, there's nothing wrong with being gay. That's only a thank God. But, you know, she wants to switch sides.
No, hang on, that's the whole thing, she doesn't. She doesn't want to switch sides.
Well, whether she want to ride a bloke, is she a lesbian or not?
Well, I don't want to, but if I'm going to have a baby... You want to have a baby? Yeah. Desperately, I've done for ages. Right, so this bloke... Which bloke? Well, what are you going to sleep with? Oh, I haven't chosen him yet. I'm still vetting.
So what does she do if it doesn't work out?
Well, she just moves on to the next man. Don't you think that's just outrageous?
Well, yeah, I mean, men have feelings too.
Not that she's contemplating unprotected sex with, like, God knows how many men.
So what did you say to her?
Well, I think it's a ridiculous idea and I won't allow it. Look, it's easy for you. You are pregnant. Believe me, it was not easy. Well, whatever. The point is, I want to have children and I can have children, so why shouldn't I? Fine, but sleeping around. My God, I'd rather you shagged Adam than did that.
You said what?
Well, I would.
That was fantastic. What an amazing surprise. Blimey. Cho sounded brilliant.
I didn't really notice her.
He was the main character.
I couldn't take my eyes off you. Karen, you look so beautiful tonight.
What, just tonight?
I love Sydney. And I love you, Karen.
I know you do.
It's crap to say this, but you know, if I could just turn the clock back.
David, it's in the past.
It's not, is it? Even though, you know, thank God we're back together. What I did still hangs between us. You know, I know there are many women who think that once a man has cheated, then he can do it again. And maybe with some men that's true, but I am devoted to you, Karen.
I do understand, you know. We've both made mistakes. Maybe it's time we try to put them behind us.
You had sex?
Yeah. It was better than that, actually. We made love.
Oh, Karen, that's brilliant.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
And, dare I ask about...
Mark,
Yeah.
I'm going to send him an email.
Well, I thought you weren't going to get in touch with him.
You need to tell him it's over.
I reckon it's about time you and me had a little chat.
All right.
Fancy going to school? Yeah. I've been around the block a few times, Pete. I know a thing or two about a thing or two. Where the bodies are buried, some people think I buried a few myself.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I designed it myself. The point is, I reckon I'm a pretty good judge of character, and I think I've got your number. So let's get down to business. What is it you want?
Sorry, I'm not sure I understand.
15? 20,000? I'm talking English, not Australian.
You trying to buy me off?
Well, I prefer to think of it as a wedding present. Provided there's no wedding.
I roughly earn 27,000 a year.
27? Okay. If that's what you want.
No. What I want you to understand is how much I care about Joe. You got me wrong. I don't want your money. I just love your daughter.
I must admit, I didn't think we'd be seeing you. Usually when the top brass comes over, they can't quite seem to find the office. Mostly they're bearing somewhere around Bondi.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm only intending to do it the once. So, how long have you been out here?
In Sydney, a couple of years. Just getting to grips with the natives, really.
Right. So, do you have much contact with the Aboriginals?
I used to be based in London. I tell you, getting a ferry to Warwickshire beats taking the tube to Tottenham Court Road.
Well, the M602 into Manchester.
Yes. Still, can't let the grass grow. I'm moving on, leaving DZQ, joining PBT in LA.
When?
Oh, ASAP. Well, that's when they want me. But I suppose I'll have to serve up my notice here, unless they appoint my successor before then.
Me?
I'm sorry?
I reckon I could do your job.
Oh, well, I dare say you could, David. Except I doubt the board would appoint someone with absolutely no experience of the Australian market, however good your standing in the UK.
Oh, I don't know.
Wish Lucy lived a bit closer.
Yeah. Well, maybe she'll come back.
Would you? Anyway, she seems happy enough.
Yeah, well, except for not having a child.
Well, we can always visit her, can't we?
Yeah. Yeah, that would be nice.
God, doesn't Matthew take after his mum, eh? Well, more than Amy, she looks like Adam, not you.
Say cheese.
Cheese!
Adam, come on.
Sorry.
So, tourism must be one of the biggest growth industries here.
Tourism, financial services, construction. There's a lot of building going on.
Building? Yes, the wedding that we've come over for, the father of the bride, he's a builder. Rod Ellison. Do you know of him?
Yes, big company. We've been trying to get work with him for quite a while. Haven't cracked it yet.
Hello, darling. You look fantastic. This is Stuart Mayhew, who heads up our office here. This is Karen, my wife.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Hello.
They've just told me our table's ready.
I've asked Stuart to join us. He's going to fill me in on the business here. You don't mind, do you?
No, that's lovely.
Let's get our table. Don't be the word to Karen about what we discussed. I want it to be a surprise.
What time did you wake?
2, 4, and 6. What about you?
1, 3, and 5.
Oh, the joys of jet lag.
What about the little fella? He have a better night?
I don't know, but he's right on the bladder. Just get up. What are we going to do today, then?
I don't know. Go down to the beach. Oh, I got it. Oh, shit, I'm down. Oh. Oh, hi. Look, you got my message, huh?
Yeah, all very cloak and dagger.
Yeah, can you meet me downstairs?
Okay. Shall I just say hi to Reg?
No, she mustn't know you're here. Half an hour, okay?
Okay.
Great. See you then.
The Museum of Contemporary Art looks good.
Yes, yeah, that sounds very interesting.
Did you bring any casual clothes at all?
I'm afraid I've got to pop to the office. Just briefly, before I have a meeting with Rod.
David, this was meant to be a holiday.
Well, a partly working holiday. Look, it shouldn't take me too long. It could prove very worthwhile.
Yeah, well, all work and no play makes Jack a very dull husband.
No, you just wait.
Yeah.
What a surprise.
No.
Who is it?
Hi. Surprise, I know.
What?
Expecting myself. Hi.
Sit down now, have some breakfast.
No, I'm fine, thanks.
What's she doing here?
I was come to see that author about a signing.
Not just a long way, but they're worth it. Look, are you busy today?
No.
Yeah, just that, if you're interested in modern art, yeah? Just not really quite my thing.
Sounds good.
Excellent. Moustache. I'll try and call you later. Good to see you, Mark. Good to see you.
Hiya.
Hey.
Is Adam in?
No, he's just popped out for a minute. Mind you, that was half an hour ago. Come in.
Thanks. You know we've had a row.
Yeah. What's it about?
No, it's nothing important.
He's told you what he thinks about the wedding, hasn't he? Oh, God, I told him to keep it to himself. Let people make their own mistakes.
So do you think the wedding's a mistake as well?
No, I don't, actually. No, I don't. Anyway, who cares what other people think? At weddings, people always have an opinion as to whether the marriage is going to last. You know how often they're right?
Well, they've done research.
As often as they are wrong, because it's a lottery, Pete.
So do you think we should get married?
If that's what you want to do.
You don't think I'm on the rebound?
Pete, only you can know that.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Thanks, Reg.
Your pleasure.
You don't fancy being best man, do you? Well, at least I don't have to cancel the honeymoon now.
Hey, where are you going?
Oh, it's a surprise. Great Barrier Reef. Don't tell Jen that.
Jen.
Joe.
You know that song, 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover? Don't think it included email.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I did want to tell you to your face.
Well, now you can. Now, just 1 minute. You and me, it wasn't an accident. We both got problems with our marriages, and all of a sudden, bang, yours is fine again.
It is getting better.
Really? So why isn't David with you now, then?
Because he's at the office. You know that. He's got a lot of responsibility, Mark.
You sound like his PR. I'll tell you something, Karen, listen. You know, you never come second with me. I've flown halfway across the bloody planet to tell you this.
Yeah, I know. And it is an amazing gesture.
Well, I don't do gestures, do I? Karen. I've left Geraldine. I'm sleeping on a sofa in my office because I love you. I'm desperate for us to be together now. You just tell me that you don't love me, and I'll go straight to the airport and get the first plane home.
And the great thing is, I'm thinking from your point of view here, not mine, we don't even have to sleep together, because I've got all this sperm banked, buckets of it, just sitting there waiting to be useful.
Have you discussed this with Rachel?
No, not yet. But I don't think there'll be a problem, you know. I mean, it was her idea in the first place.
Are you mad?
Why?
You want to have a baby with my sister?
Oh, what's wrong with that? But I mean, okay, ordinarily, but you know, I mean, we're all likely to have more than one. You don't want Lucy sleeping around, and I quite like the idea of another little Williams on the other side of the world.
I think you've had too much sun. It's like something out of Ricky Lake.
Oh, come on, it won't be a problem for us. You know, and the bump will have a cousin in Australia who's more like a brother or sister.
And it will be a brother or sister. No, absolutely not, Lucy. It's disgusting.
See, you get the best advice, borrowing on our expertise worldwide, and a dedicated team led by one of our most senior and gifted executives who would relocate to Sydney specifically for this project.
Do you ever take a holiday? Let me see some figures. Maybe you should meet my management team.
What time do you get to work in the morning?
7.
These figures will be on the desk.
Excellent.
Come and have dinner with me tonight.
I can't.
Yes, you can. Just tell David we need to discuss business. You understand that?
Look, we already have plans for dinner tonight.
Right. What about tomorrow? Why don't we spend the day together?
Hello?
Marie, I need a cab.
David, it's me.
I'm sorry, darling, I meant to call the office. Look, whilst you're on, I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to make dinner tonight.
David.
No, look, it's come up and it could work out very well for us. Very well indeed. I just need to crunch a few figures in the office.
David.
It's only one thing. Why don't you see Rachel? Oh, and darling.
What?
You haven't got the number of a cab phone, have you?
Everything all right?
Don't ask.
Then I need figures for new house building for the past 5 years and Ellison's share of the market. Oh, and Marie. Yes, phone Charles in Manchester. Tell him to go to the office and email me the pitch we put together for Artemis.
You know it's the middle of the night in Britain.
So there won't be much traffic on the road. Thanks.
Anything else I can do to help?
No, thanks, Stuart. No, all in hand. Oh, yeah, just one thing. The desk in your office is larger. Marsden? No, he's not on this extension anymore. Marie, can we get these phones sorted?
Thank you so much for a really wonderful day, Karen.
I'd better be getting back, you know, Mark. David might be back at the apartment now.
Or you could come to my hotel for a nightcap.
So, do you think we know each other really well?
I think I know you.
Oh, do you now?
Peter Algernon Gifford, born 12th of April 1969, which makes you Aries. Pretty easy to read.
Yeah. Now, about that date.
It is the 12th.
Oh, yeah.
See, I don't forget things like that. But then again, I am a Gemini.
Mm-hmm. Now, you are June, the,
18.
Oh, God, I didn't know that. We're getting married and I didn't know that. Doesn't that worry you?
I'll send you reminders.
Oh, God, there's so many things we don't know about each other, you know. Like, I mean, did you have any pets as a child? Have you ever been to Poland? Do you like tapioca? I mean, we're going to be stood at the altar in a couple of days, and there's so many things we don't know about each other.
We just have to exchange vows. We're not playing Mr. and Mrs. Okay, I had a pet rabbit named Bungie. No, I've never been to Poland. I don't even know what tapioca is.
No, look, Joe, I'm serious here. I mean, big things. Like children. How many kids do you want?
I don't know, 1 or 2. How many do you want?
5.
What?
Well, maybe do. What if I do?
What, does that include little Adam?
Look, it's just a number I made up.
Well, how many do you want?
I don't know, 1 or 2.
That's fine, then.
Yeah, unless you want 1 and I want 2. Oh.
I do really love you, you know.
Hey, Mark, you know the other times that you've been unfaithful?
I've told you. You're different.
I know. You said it was because you're having difficult times with Geraldine. What happens when we have difficult times?
No, we weren't. Karen, you know you're going to have to tell David.
I know. Let me find the right time, okay?
Karen, I want you to.
Mark. I've got my children to think about.
Everything all right, Princess?
Mm-hmm.
You know, most girls in the run-up to their wedding would be walking on air.
Yeah, well, maybe they have more support from those around them.
I haven't said a word.
You don't have to. Your silence speaks volumes.
That's because I know better than to get involved, Joanne, but if you want my opinion, you're making a big mistake.
You'd say that about anyone. You know, nobody's good enough for your little girl.
Well, this guy isn't.
You don't know him.
And neither do you by the sounds of it. Face it, you're his meal ticket. He took one look at this place, he thinks he's made.
We were engaged before he even came here.
He saw my boat.
I proposed to him.
Oh, he got you to do his dirty work for him.
Oh, God, you're pathetic.
And you're not listening. I will not have you marrying this bloke.
You can't tell me what to do.
No. No, but I can promise you this. If this wedding goes ahead, you will never set foot in this place again. Either of you.
Like I give a shit.
I think we should call the wedding off.
What?
Maybe we've rushed into things, you know, got carried away.
You want to cancel the wedding?
Postpone it.
Till when?
Well, I don't know. Well, the time seems right.
Do you have any idea what I've put up with for you?
Yes.
My dad thinks you're a piece of shit. Maybe he's right.
Joe?
Get out.
What?
Get out. Go and stay with your mates.
Joe, wait.
No, I never want to see you again, Pete.
Well, you're dumping me.
No, you idiot, you're dumping me.
No, I just don't want us to get married. Right now.
I said, get out.
Joe, you're overreacting.
Go! And I can't talk to any of his friends because, well, they're his friends. And I'm sorry to dump all this on you.
Hey. You know I'm there for you.
God, it's a disaster. First you, now Pete.
Yeah, well, if you ask me, he's a bloody idiot.
Sean, please don't start that again.
No. I mean, for letting you slip through his fingers. Hey, we had some good times, didn't we?
We weren't having bad times, yeah.
Well, that only came later. No, when I wouldn't set a date for the wedding. Joe, since you left, there hasn't been a day that I haven't thought about you. I wondered whether you'd ever come home. Have you called me if you did?
Sean, please.
Joe. You kept your engagement ring. Still got the mark where you threw it at me. Not marrying you was the biggest mistake of my life. But I'm
It's put it right. I love you, Joe. Marry me.
You out of your mind? This isn't about you and me. I can't believe you. Do you have any idea what I've been through?
What a mess. Trying to do the right thing, it blows up in my face.
Trying it.
Hang on. I think you didn't want the wedding to happen.
No, you know I didn't, but I don't want this either.
Do you still love her, you know?
So what decided you? Jenny thing? Rachel told me.
Yeah, well, that did spook me a bit. But, you know, these things happen, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
No, it was a dad. He was dead set against it. And if we got married, there would have been a rift. You know, on a piece of paper, it's not worth that. But I never thought it'd be her that kicked me into touch.
Oh, well, she's been there before.
You what?
Yeah, and Sean.
Well, he was her fiancé.
What, she didn't tell you?
We really didn't know each other. Look, I've got to go over to her place and pick up some stuff. You couldn't do it for me. I really couldn't face it.
Yeah, of course not.
Cheers, man, thanks.
Mark's in Sydney.
Yeah.
I'm leaving David, Rach.
What about your children?
Listen, I came here with the intention of giving this my best shot.
And you seemed happier.
Yeah. Initially, till David reverted to type. He's not the man I married, Rach. For 2 years, I felt like I've been drowning and David's been holding me under. He's married to his work, Rach. That's his life. And I need more than that. The sad fact is we want different things.
Mark wants those things too, does he?
Don't know. But I know David.
I'm sorry, you know.
Adam, don't think I don't know your part in all this.
I've never been opposed to you and Pete.
No, just us getting married.
Yeah.
Well, who died and made you God? Think he wants his wedding present?
Oh, yeah, where'd you get him? Football shirt?
Not just any. Pete told me how the year he was born his team won this really important trophy.
Mm-hmm. Manchester City.
It's the one they wore when they won the FA Cup in '69.
Pete told you he was born in 1969?
Yeah.
You sure about that?
Cool.
Pete was born in 1968.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was. Same year as me, we were in sixth form together.
When we first went out, he told me...
He lied about his age.
You mean this is the wrong shirt?
Wrong club, mate. Manchester United European Cup 1968. Oh, here, look, I wasn't laughing at you.
I just wanted it to be special, you know? You know how much time I spent trying to think of something that you really get a kick out of? You know how long that took me to find?
Yeah, well, they don't have many fans. Oh, look, here.
Thanks. I just wanted to make him happy.
Oh, Jesus, you really love him, don't you? Joe, darling, just because you're not getting married doesn't mean you have to finish with each other.
Do you think we can forget about all this? Just go back to the way we were? We're through.
Where's your dad?
I don't know. I think he's seeing David.
I need to speak to him.
Adam, what about Pete's clothes?
Right. Yeah, I'm seeing him shortly.
Where? I'll come too.
Come on, having a meeting.
Well, look, I've got to. It's important.
Can't be as important as my meeting. Look, Adam, I'll pass on a message a bit later. I'm afraid that's the best I can do.
Jesus!
You from Marston?
Follow that cab.
That's a long way from home. Well, you can always move back if you're not happy. To what? My job's here. My friends are. I'm stuck. Well, I can think of worse places to be stuck. But, yeah, well, what would you know about it? I mean, your life is perfect. Lucy, it was your choice to come out here. Oh, yeah, right. I was young, gay, living with a bigot for a father. You think I had a choice? You've got no idea. Well, I had to put up with the flack once you'd gone. Whenever I went home, all I ever heard about was his bloody precious Lucy. Yeah, well, at least you could go home. And who's mates with him now, thanks to me? Oh, and I thought Mother Teresa was dead. You think you're the only one with any problems, don't you? Well, compared to you, you're happily married, you've got a baby on the way. Is that what this is about? Because I won't let you use Adam's sperm? My God, you're holding that against me? Well, he doesn't seem to mind. No, he wouldn't, because he's bloody stupid and he doesn't think things through. Oh, shit. What? Sorry. What?
Keep the change. Distributor remains our number one priority.
Ah, David.
Rod. Sorry, we need to talk.
Nah. Really?
Pete and Joe, you've got to give them your blessing.
I don't think this is the time or the place, Adam.
I agree. I don't care. Look, Rod, I know Jo is the most important person in her life. You'd do anything to keep her from harm. But come here to me. You are harming her. Pete called off the wedding for the sake of you and her. Now she thinks that Pete doesn't love her, but he does, and she does him. They deserve to be happy with each other. Rod, I know you don't think that Pete is good enough for Jo, but you're wrong. I know the heart of the man. And with respect, it's none of your business.
Are you going to tell me I'm wrong about this bloke as well?
Well, Look, Rod, I've got 2 daughters, and if either of them marry someone as sound and caring and good-natured as Pete, then, not only would I thank my lucky stars, but, I reckon I'd done a pretty good job bringing her up.
Let's get on with this meeting.
Well, everything seems to be okay now. Blood pressure's a little high. Might be a good idea if you spend a few days in bed. Plenty of sleep.
Well, I've got a wedding at the weekend.
Well, let's see how you feel on the day. In the meantime, stay put. I'll see myself out.
No, thank you. Oh. Will you phone me a taxi, Luce?
What he said, you're staying put.
Well, I can't stay here. You've got no room.
Well, at least for tonight.
All right. Will you get hold of Adam for me?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Right, well, I'll have the office spike over the contracts in the morning.
Excellent work, David.
Hi.
You okay? What'd the doctor say?
He said I should get lots of sleep.
Sorry.
I'm glad you're here.
Now that you're awake, this thing with Lucy, it's not a great idea, is it? Well, when we thought that you couldn't have children, except I'd never be a father, but when we found out that you could, well, I suppose it let me dream again, create a perfect world.
Have a child with my sister?
No, a bigger family, I can see that it's not entirely realistic.
Are you disappointed?
That we can only have one child instead of none. I couldn't be happier. I love you. Both of you. You and your sister.
What are you doing here?
your father sent for me. I didn't know you were coming.
Well, I didn't know you were.
It's just as well you did. Don't want to wind up in a cement mixer.
Despite what you might think, I don't do that sort of thing. Any more? You know, you got some good friends.
Have I?
Yeah. Friends that are prepared to go out on a limb for you. I reckon you can judge a man by the company he keeps. If you don't do right by my little girl, you'll answer to me. And I lied about the cement mixer.
Dad, we've called the wedding off.
Oh, bollocks. I'll get my secretary to make a few calls.
No.
What?
You think you can just click your fingers and make everything right? But it doesn't work that way.
Usually does for me.
It's not just that we're no longer engaged. We're not even together. Joe, I know that I've hurt you. And along with my son, you're the last person on earth that I would ever want to do that to. I love you, and I want to spend the rest of my life with you. So... would you do me the greatest honour of becoming my wife?
Nothing would make me happy.
Save it for the wedding night, will you?
So why did you ask us to come here?
Oh, I wanted to give you a wedding present. Well, I figured when you come out in the future, bring the kids to see their grandpa. I trust I am having grandchildren.
Yeah, one or two.
Well, you need a place to stay of your own. And, I thought the penthouse. Oh, no. One of Sean's better efforts. Me thinking.
It's really all right here, isn't it?
That's his recommendation. Hup.
Right. A toast.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. To the three amigos.
The 3 degrees.
Three stooges.
You know, boys, we've had our ups and downs, and but I think that for us all, things are really looking up.
Yes.
Got Pete's wedding, Adam's baby, Karen and I finally on the level. You know, our women.
The women! The girls!
The girls.
Excuse me, would you care to dance?
Well, I'm just, here with my friends.
No!
You enjoy yourself, boy. Does he know it's a blow?
He hasn't actually.
Yes, thank you. No, it's perfect. Just like I imagined. What are the schools like?
You have a choice. 2 within walking distance, and they're both very good schools. How long a lease are you thinking of?
A year, I expect. And then we might think of buying. Oh, it's wonderful.
Children are asleep.
Fancy a quick dip in the tub before dinner?
I will. I love you too. Okay, bye. Mum calling from Miami to wish me luck.
Yeah, I heard the phone ring. Something told me not to pick it up.
What?
I hope you're as happy as your mother and I thought we were going to be.
I hope one day you are too.
I think it's best if you make your own way to the wedding.
Really? Right, got a taxi number.
Yeah, in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be here, you know, Mark. David will be back soon.
Karen? Karen?
I have got some wonderful news. I know you think that I haven't been paying you much attention for the last few days, and now, finally, I can tell you why.
You've been at work, David.
You love Sydney, don't you?
Well, yeah.
Why don't we move here? It gives us a chance for a fresh start, to put the last dreadful couple of years behind us. I planned it all. Listen, I'm taking over the Sydney office. I have found us a house
Though, of course, if you didn't like it, we can take another one. There are excellent schools for Josh. We'll get a tip-top nanny for the twins, and I'm sure, absolutely sure, that you will have no difficulty finding work here. Goodness, Mark, I didn't know you were here.
David.
Mark.
I've had enough of this. I'm sick of it. David. Karen and I, we're in love. She's leaving you, David.
Karen? How fucking dare you! David! David! David!
Get off him! Get off him! Get off! Get off him! Get out! Get out! Get out!
Right, okay. That's our cab.
Right. Feeling okay?
I think so.
I meant Pete.
Sorry.
Never felt better.
It's just typical of David. Doesn't stop to consider what I might want. Certainly doesn't ask me, just ploughs on regardless. I thought he'd been working. Yeah, so did I, but it was all part of his plan he's been concocting. That's wonderful. What? Well, you're the one who's been going on about the fact that you love it here, and that you can even see yourself living here. David was making that possible. And all the while you thought he was just chasing another deal, but he did it for you. I think it's the most romantic thing I've ever heard.
Have you got the rings?
Yes, of course I've got the rings.
Bags are sitting in the front seat.
Oh, no, I think Rachel might want that.
Oh, Adam!
Rachel? Rachel, what's up? What's going on? What? Call an ambulance!
Let's take the taxi, it'll be quicker.
You what? Come on. Come on, please. Okay. Hello, excuse me. Hello, someone help me, please. Nurse. Yes, can you help? Let's do it. She's bleeding out. There was a reason. It's okay.
Adam, please don't leave me.
Excuse me. Yeah, just take me away. Sorry. Please, the wife. She's 2 months. She's pregnant. She's doctor for 2 months. She's bleeding all over the place. Sorry, it's okay, darling. It's okay. Please, can you do something? Rachel Bradley. So can you get someone to? Can you make them right? It's okay.
No, they're on their way.
Can somebody come here, please?
Pete, sorry, I just...
Why? Where have you been?
No,
What happened to your lip?
Shaving.
Look, Rachel's collapsed.
What?
No, Adam's taken her to the hospital.
Was she all right?
I don't know. David, will you be my best man?
Pete, I'll be honest.
Oh, thank you.
What do I do?
I saved my life. Rachel, you'll be fine, mate. It's okay.
Hi, Dr. Moran. Is the pain constant or does it come and go?
Constant, but it's worse when you do that.
And have you felt the baby move recently?
Yeah, it was much as usual.
Oh, Jesus, you see, she has this condition.
It's called partial Ashman syndrome.
Yeah, we were told that she couldn't conceive.
It's an abruption.
What?
We're going to have to do an emergency cesarean.
What?
Patient anaesthetist.
Oh my God.
Jesus, what?
Well, I'd like to welcome you all here today on this very special day for Joanne and Peter. I must say, I'm glad we're having Australian weather and not English.
Your placenta's come away from the wall of the uterus. That means the baby isn't getting enough oxygen. We can't tell if it's serious, but we have to try and get the baby out straight away.
No, but you see, it's too early. It's not ready.
It's the only option. Prep us for theatre.
What do you mean, theatre? We'll be all right.
Adam, please stay with
We'll
me.
be fine. I'm fine. I'm with you.
Peter and Joanne are performing an act of complete faith, each in the other. The heart of their marriage and the test of it will be in the relationship they create. David,
Yes?
do you have the rings?
No.
You know, that isn't funny.
Wait.
These circlets of precious metal are justly regarded as a fitting emblem for the purity and the perpetuity of the marriage state.
I'm really sorry, Adam.
Oh, it's not your fault.
Yeah, but what if we lose the baby?
He'll be fine, he'll be fine.
This could be our only chance.
I know.
I'm really scared.
I know. I love you too.
Okay, we're going to put you under now. If you could just count backwards from 10.
10.
There you go. There you go.
I have to ask you to leave.
Joanne Rebecca Ellison, will you receive Peter Algernon Gifford as your husband? Will you pledge him your love, faith and tenderness, cherishing him with a wife's devotion and loyalty?
I will.
Peter Algernon Gifford, will you receive Joanne Rebecca Ellison as your wife? Will you pledge her your love, faith and tenderness, cherishing her with a husband's loyalty and devotion?
I will.
Insomuch as Peter and Joanne have declared their love to each other before family and friends, I do now greet them with you as husband and wife. You may kiss.
Take care of me.
David?
No, Karen. No more.
It's so tiny.
I bet he's got massive bollocks.
It's absolutely beautiful.
So the doctor says all right?
He's perfect.
Look, he's got to be kept in for 3 weeks, just to be sure.
Well, great. Well, that means you'll still be here when we get back off honeymoon.
I'll have the beers on ice.
Well, we'll see you then.
Peter, you can count on it.
Would you like a drink, Mr. Marston? Champagne or orange?
Champagne, thank you.
You're fortunate. The flight's not full, so you won't have anyone sitting next to you.
Very fortunate.